So you want to play Wonder Woman because you want to do things like this? And like this. This is a no-nonsense guide to Cassia, the Amazon War Matron. Let's start with her strengths and weaknesses. The physical armor on her trait makes her deceptively tanky. Her Q is a great poking tool, and when paired with her charged strikes talent at 1, makes her one of the best cleaving heroes in the game. Unfortunately, she does have a few weaknesses. Her auto attack range is absolutely abysmal. If you're just picking her up, it can be really hard to get used to it. She can be considered to be quite comp dependent. This goes for both ally and enemy compositions. On top of the fact that she has to get close to auto attack, she barely has any mobility tools and relies a lot on her physical armor to make an escape. Before I start yapping, I have to say that you must always be stutter stepping. Her trait is literally designed for this, so make sure you can do that above all else. We can see here that despite being at a huge level disadvantage, her inherent armor is allowing me to get kills where almost any other hero would have just died. Your Q splits off into a perpendicular direction of the target that was hit. Here you can see me trying to get the angled shot on my Q. Now unfortunately I didn't get it, but I know one of these days I will. But it's the thought and the effort that counts. Her Q is a great tool to secure kills or poke down ranged targets. Chasing down fleeing targets and getting that killing blow is so damn satisfying.
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well. What you say? Oh, that's what you say.
Don't forget that using your Q on front walls will damage the whole wall, so make sure to get that siege damage in when you can. Her blind not only increases your damage, but you should also use it to prevent strong auto attack heroes from chunking down your allies. Here Zul'jin cannot deal damage and my team gets away. If you look even closer, you can see a pleb Cassia throw her Q the wrong way too. To clear minions fast, blind them and use your E in the position shown to maximize damage and the healing receipt from Ring of Leech at level 4. It's also a great way to burst down low health targets. If they survive, just chuck a spear. Your E is to close the gap and finish enemies off, not to engage. Here I position myself so I can keep Brightwing within my E range and run around. This was a kill regardless, but what if I was on my own? Moving on to heroics, Valkyrie is such a hugely underrated heroic. On top of the fact that it has a low CD, we've seen how impactful a Stitch's hook can be. Pulling in a squishy target, or anyone really in the right situation can simply be a kill on its own. I could easily make a montage of these and chuck some memes in. With Ball Lightning, I feel it's most effective when bouncing on the backline as it really disrupts their positioning and causes panic. It can almost divide the enemy, making it easier for your team to kill off the isolated targets. Don't be afraid to just chuck it out to secure a kill with one bounce. Sometimes you don't have anything else to throw. Here, Ball Lightning is simply thrown at their melee assassin. The damage output is definitely way more than Valkyrie, and coupled with your blind makes it even stronger. The AA build is the most common build, however the comps it can be used in is so very limited. I wish people would understand that her weaknesses can be very easily be exploited. This match I was able to pull off with Oriole on my team. This also worked because they didn't have much burst ability damage, at least not enough to out DPS Oriole. You will want to blind targets and then auto attack with charged strikes in order to reset your blind with your level 13 talent. This effectively can allow multiple uses of your W. Remember, it's not just your blinds that allow you to deal extra damage and reset. You have to be very confident when using this build. Stutter stepping ensures that you are sticking onto the target for as long as possible. Heroes like Arthas and Varian, or just any composition with decent ability damage and CC, should tell you not to take this AA build. They can simply walk up to you and completely shut you down. For these times, take the Q build. It deals very consistent damage and makes your poking tool a genuine damage dealing ability. Here you can see at this moment I've hit 3 fairly stacked targets with one Q, causing the shots that come out of them to also hit their teammates. The burst can be situational, but the damage is far safer to deal. I really like using Valkyrie with this build as it simply promotes that ranged harass further. Coupled with the level 7 E talent, you can definitely finish people off easily. You could get the level 16 Q talent with the auto attack build too, but after the 1 Q, you're gonna have to wait a while for another. And before anyone asks, why no E build?
You suck!
That's why. Next please!
The wait is over.